Here's a little walk around showing the car PC install in the Triumph. She's a little 1979 Triumph TR7 that has been worked over quite a bit. There's not a lot of Triumph left on this except the body. The wheels are off of a Merkur. The brakes are off of, geez, I don't even remember. I have it written down, but it's the master cylinder is a Mazda. The whole rear end is out of a Ford. The transmission is a Ford Mustang. The engine is out of a Ford Thunderbird Turbo Coupe. It's a 2.3 liter turbo. It's got an intercooler out of a Porsche 944, a Saab radiator, Saab fans, General Motors cruise control with some custom electronics that lets it talk to the, all it is a pulse divider that takes the pulse count that comes from the transmission and allows it to talk to the cruise, but it works really, really well. It's got a hybrid turbocharger on it. The intake has been shortened and lowered and pointed forward so it all fits in this package. Engine mounts on this side are from a Merkur. On the other side it's custom. I think I used a BMW mount on this side. It's got a Ford EDIS, electronic ignition, that is triggered through Mega Squirt, which is inside. And that's the reason that I have to use a Windows car PC. So this is kind of a long way around to show you what that's all about. I've got a amplifier mounted in the back here for music. Battery's been relocated to the back. Inside here is the Mega Squirt, lives up underneath the passenger side. There's a dual 12-volt outlet there with a relay beside it that triggers off the key. And I built a little custom mount for the tablet up on top. Down below here, for the audio, I'm using the aux out from the tablet. Goes through a rotary volume control knob, which I find to be real handy. And then that goes on to the amp. And then just a couple of cheapy speakers here. You can't hardly hear the music when the car's driving down the road because of the noise of the engine and the wind noise anyway. So it's not a big deal. And on into the filthy cockpit here. Over in the corner, we've got a GPS puck. I've got this set now to power down when the ignition gets turned off, to power off completely. So you have to push the power button whenever you get in. Well, it appears that my power strategy did not work, and my tablet died and shut itself down from lack of power. So it took a couple minutes on the charger outside the car before it would come to life. So I'll take this opportunity to show you the mount that I put together. It's attached to the car with some screws that were already in the dash, so I didn't have to drill any new holes anywhere. And then I just put together a couple pieces of metal. Used one of the magnetic type holders here, and put a piece of metal on the back of the tablet, so it can be removable. With this being a convertible, I didn't want to have anything that would tempt someone to come in and slit my top in order to take it out of the dash. Not like I have any room anyway, because I've got a boost gauge and a air-fuel ratio wideband repeater over there, and a fuel pressure gauge. And here's my cruise control mount right there. But here's the tablet coming to life. Let me put this down and plug these things in. The micro USB here that charges, the full-size USB that goes to the hub that's tucked away down underneath, and then the audio output. But we have our Driveline.
We are now in Ravenna. The weather for today is a high of 78 and mostly cloudy.
Who am I? Who am I?
Your name is Jim.
Who are you?
My name is Nimoy.
What's the forecast?
The forecast for today is a high of 78 and mostly cloudy.
Now, in order to get to the nav program that I've been using, I have to go to the Metro, and it is right here. This was free. You have to download the maps and store them on your computer. But then it gets traffic from Google, and it seems to do a pretty good job of pulling in the GPS puck information and using it. And it does have turn by turn, and you can do a voice search for an address. Well, and here's the thing. I can do a voice search unless I have Driveline going, and then I can't. So that's kind of a drawback. I haven't figured out a way around that yet. Let's see what we have here. Take me to the golf course, which is where I'm usually going. So, you know, it puts up time to go, time you're going to get there. It's got your next turn up there. It's not as finished as, say, Google Maps. But it's not bad. I can live with it. And I use the tune-in radio quite a bit. I've got sports talk up here. Now, of course, I'm going to have two feeds playing once this comes up because I've got the music playing in Driveline. So if I want to change that out, I could go up here, bring Driveline up, and pause. So it's not, you know, it's not end of the world horrible. I've got it set up so when I swipe up at the top, it displays everything that's running. So I can make my selection from there on whatever it is that I want to see. And as you can see, it's not horrible to have to do that. It works pretty well. And the main reason that I have to use Windows is for my Tuner Studio, which is the program that I use to take the information from Megasquirt and display it. And I can actually do tuning from here. Don't mess with this thing. So there's basically what we've got going, and like I say, it's working pretty well. I'm happy with it. I don't know why my tune-in radio didn't come out yet. It should have. Oh, it may be because I've kind of got a weak Wi-Fi out here. It's connected to the house. When it's connected to my phone, it does a pretty good job. I just turn on a Wi-Fi hotspot, and that seems to work pretty well. But there you have it. That's my Triumph TR7 with a inexpensive Windows tablet and displaying information from Megasquirt and everything powered up from a couple of 12-volt outlets.
You also have to use the franchise tag on them next year. Wilson gets about $25 million.
And there's tune-in radio.
The fan feed on competition's back. Find out
more.
All
right, guys.
by going to 92.3thefan.com.